Hi guys! I'm really cold, but it's me, Brandy, from Brandy's Tori and I Tarot. This is for water signs, okay? Just a quick check-in. Water signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. What was that? Trust yourself. Look at all these animals, right? Do you ever wonder why animals, because they're very smart, they're very intelligent, but do you ever wonder why maybe they can't vocalize themselves like we can or have that type of exchange? Well, it's almost like God didn't give animals and us that ability. They speak in their own way, but with actions for love, right? It's all about the actions of understanding the love, their motions, just watching them. You can pretty much, if you tune in, to trust what's going on, like something disruptive or loving. It's just what I get off that automatically. We will read a little bit of it, I think. Maybe. Oh, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and finish pulling, though. But that's automatically what I got with that. Animals can tell you a lot. They can tell you about the weather coming. They can tell you that if they trust you or not. If there's danger. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The energy is gaining momentum. It's kind of like they're about to as well, right? They're waiting for takeoff. This is nothing will come of this situation, but in reverse. Something is about to come of the situation. And it went right to it. Right to it. You are wise. You know how to grow even without knowing how you know, like the ancient forest, spectacular galaxies, and the acorn that becomes the oak. There's a natural intelligence for growth that is beyond logic and reason. It just happens. At the deepest levels, we are governed by this force that is so palpable it literally shapes the world. It's so invisible that sometimes we forget its presence and worry that our minds have to work everything out for life to happen and for us to be all right. This is unnecessary anxiety about affairs and how life will unfold. You're growing. Don't doubt it, even if you don't see it yet. Remember that there's so much happening when the seed is still unbroken in the ground. Okay, you're being asked to trust in yourself. Know how to grow. Don't overthink things. It won't help you. Don't worry so much. You are doing a great job. When you trust yourself and relax, you can heed your own wisdom, insight, and messages more clearly, more easily. Big destiny this lifetime. Maybe you're making the error of judging something that's unpleasant as negative or a mistake, but it isn't. It's part of the hunger for experience. Okay? Resist any points of instability in your life if this applies to your most treasured relationship or project. The instability is just a growing pain. But, you know, this says all this, but I'm going with what I took in. And especially when the energy is gaining momentum and you got the birds, flight, and this is, we rise at dawn type of feeling. We rise at dawn. What do I want? Alright, let's go. I haven't used these either. I really don't. Unless it's for videos here for YouTube. The love from Dorian Virtue. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Alright then. Reconciliation fell out on top of these. Someone from your past will be returning to your life. Okay. Maybe you or they were judging the other person wrongfully. Maybe they made this whole scenario up about you or you did them in your head, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, right? Which is anxiety and those fear-based thoughts. Maybe sitting on why don't they love me, right? Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holidays together. We're going to clarify all those, though. I'm freezing and my nose keeps, so I apologize. All right. Clarify for yourself for water signs, please. This could be love, work, Mercury retrograde, ending a relationship over miscomprehending information. The wrong time. You need to let it rest. It's a time of poor choices. Your schedules, your travel will be delayed. Your blocked emotions are trying to purge themselves by showing phantom symptoms. Your hip hurt, a headache. So, you or this other person, like I said, misjudged the other. And right now it's not really time to bring it back together. If this is a job aspect, this is also a contract relationship. Someone maybe took someone else's word against yours. It's not time to fight it. It's time to just let it be and let it work itself out. Yeah, spring here underneath the deck. The fresh smell of grass, new growth. You know, what can you toss out? What can you leave behind for the new energy to come? March, April, May. So that is definitely right now. Can you clarify honeymoon, please? Getting away. Different scenery. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about exploring. It's literature, religion, cultural differences. So you guys are apart. Meaning of life, restless, and inspiration. Okay? If that's in regards to a job and not a person, that is bringing in literature, maybe going back to school, because you want something more inspiring. Individual. Success comes through expressing your individuality and working independently to lead the way. And Gemini, third house. I think, communication, interaction, and siblings. The way everyone communicated in the past, the work dynamic, the relationship dynamic, crappy. Very crappy. It was miscomprehending, not being of same mind. And it's like, we had to go be our individual selves. We had to go work on our own. We had to go to a new job. We had to free ourselves of the old belief pattern. I want to say the belief patterns, the way we grew up thinking about certain subjects, or how we had to be quiet, or we had to learn to live this way, yada yada yada. You guys get my point. And that's why you're needing to learn to trust yourself, and they're working undercover for you. Spirit is reconciliation, please. Oh, I thought I felt it, but 6 of Wands, 6 weeks, 6 months. June. Massive change, 2 of Pentacles. Justice. And honestly, the 2 of Pentacles to me is like the smaller arcana of justice. Things being corrected. Seeing that past behavior. Seeing maybe where we hung ourselves up or we stalled ourselves, you know. Feeding ourselves an old scenario instead of just trusting the inner wisdom that was given to us. Interference with the free yourself. The 8 of Swords. The 5 of Pentacles. The Princess of Cups. Now, what's that mean? to me, free yourself of those burdens. Free yourself of the scenario that you have been living in. It's 1 foot in reality and 1 foot in, potential. It's time to take that potential onward instead of feeling like you're not going to make it, which is causing, what is this? This looks very horrible, right? That's causing illness. That's causing depression. That's bringing in more fear-based mentality. And you need to free yourself of that no matter what's going on in your life. We have failure, 7 of Pentacles, cruelty, 9 of Swords, and this is public defender, which is Queen of Wands, 7 of Wands, okay? Alright, yeah. If this is in regards to a person, we got tired of the bullshit. We got tired of constantly trying to communicate, not getting anywhere. Always having to maybe protect who we are because someone was making a storyline up that's not true about who you are or you were about them. And they felt like they had to constantly defend themselves, and no one should have to do that, especially if it's in love related terms. And I feel like someone did something that the other person didn't think they would ever do. They flip and freed themselves from this scenario. They got tired of dealing with it. Completely tired. Trusting that everything is going to work out. And it was shocking. It was shocking. And it's like our repetitive behavior has led us to failure now. We have departed from the person that we wanted. If this is in regards to a job or something, you got tired of not being paid the amount for the work that you're doing. And that's okay to move to a different job. Okay? Legal terms here. The system is not doing you justice. It's time to seek another professional. Don't be worried about the money aspect. I think you'll be able to get that back. Now, I am going to pull a postcard from Spirit, and we will wrap this up. Happy Easter. If you're here in the States, I don't know if everywhere else does, but maybe. For Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Just a lot of fear and being terrified to take a step out of what you, it's almost like I'm afraid to move because if I move, it could cause this catastrophe, but it's not going to. That's just... Dearest you, pump up the music and bang the drums. Start to hustle towards your goals. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. It's time to make that move and say yes to life. Pick up the phone, make that decision, take that step toward God or us, and expect a cascade of changes, good news, and opportunities to show up. Okay? What the point is, take positive action towards your dreams. The outcome is, if the outcome is an exact fit for your agenda, it's orchestrated by us in our divine appropriate time. All right.